Welcome to a Fifth of Jack Gaming, where we're going to be doing a book review on what you ask? Spider-Man 2099. This is a DM cover, and this is also the first volume. We went over, we read it, we got over with it. What did we think of it? Well, you have to watch the video to find out. So, before we end up diving on over to this and breaking this down, if you're shopping for books, go over to organicpricebooks.com. Use the code A Fifth of Jack to save $2 off. Oh, if you have 4 more books, we got a code for that too. Use the code Jacket Together to save 5% off your entire order. Helps the channel, helps you with a nice little discount, helps the people over at OPB. It's a win-win-win situation. Like I said, this is a direct market cover. Right over here, I'll put the standard cover. That way you can end up having a knowledge of which ones it is. Here's the spine. And the back. Get rid of Mr. Dust cover. There's the front. The spine. And the back. That's what lays underneath the dust cover that we end up having. Now, we'll slide on over to the pack cam to be able to show you the wonderful art, give you a synopsis of the story, and what the book includes. That would be a nice little voiceover, so buckle up. Here you go. End pages are just a black end pages. Then we have all the writers, the colorists, everyone that's involved with the book. A good old breakdown of the stories and where you can end up finding the stories. And from this point on, there's going to be a nice voiceover giving y'all the information that we were talking about. Covering the book, and what's included in the book, and everything else. Spider-Man Volume 1 features 1,384 pages. This book also collects Spider-Man 2099, the 1992 1 through 46, and the annual number 1, Ravage 2099, number 15, X-Men 2099, number 5, Doom 2099, number 14, Punisher 2099, 13, Spider-Man meets Spider-Man, or I should say Spider-Man 2099 meets Spider-Man. And it also has the Spider-Man 2099 special. This book also features 2 different covers that you end up having. You have a direct market cover and a standard cover. This big old whammy boy comes with a cover price of $150. In the most recent iteration of this character has been seen in Across the Spider-Verse. Also, a notable character to be able to be played in Spider-Man Shattered Dimension. And as well, the costume can be unlocked in the newest game of Spider-Man in Spider-Man 2. But enough about that. Let's dive in about the character here. This Spider-Man 2099 is actually not a Peter Parker affiliated character at all. This is actually the alter ego of Miguel O'Hara, whose forte is genetics. He's actually the head of genetics over at Alchemax. And he's working off from the golden days of the Spider-Man of Peter Parker that we ended up knowing. But the Spider-Man also has a different power set that comes over with it. This power set includes superhuman strength, speed, stamina, reflexes, agility, organic webbing, healing factor, and night vision. Also is to see that he also has fangs that can end up putting venom into any type of opponents, and his fingers and feet end up having special ways to allow him to claw up the walls. The suit also includes a webbing where he allows him to be able to glide as well. The suit is based off of the Day of the Dead costume that was from that era. It's made of special particles that makes it more durable, and that's why he's able to end up wearing it. in the story, we're going to end up having the origins and how the origins end up happening. You get to see the dynamics that comes with the family. So it goes beyond Miguel. Also get introduced to a character such as Layla, who's based off of Marilyn Monroe. It has a nice little character that comes out with it, and you get up seeing some character development that comes out of that, which honestly was my favorite part of it, to see the shenanigans that comes along with that. Then you also end up introduced to the villains of that era. Of course, you get introduced to Doom 2099, Vulture 2099, and then you also get to see, like, Thor ended up having a religious cult that ended up following behind him. And then when you end up having Spider 2099 meet Spider-Man, it was kind of a neat story that came out of that, where you actually see the two characters flip-flop to the different generations of the universe that comes over with that. But it doesn't stop there, because you also end up getting to see how it was when Miguel was growing up. All this can be found with Peter David's Spider-Man 2099. And the rest, you have to pick up the book, because this is going to be the extras. So I want to leave a little bit of meat on the bone, so you end up having something just in case you want to pick it up. So with that, we'll slide the dust cover back on there, we'll flip over the camera, and we'll give the final thoughts about Spider-Man 2099 Volume 1. Welcome back. So, I have to say, I did enjoy this book. It had a good, solid story that went on with it. It was also my first introduction to Peter David. I know we have an X Factor. We haven't covered that yet, but this is the first dive in of Peter David. This is a classic case of taking a few issues back when I was a kid. Well, let's be honest. Most of the books I have is a few issues when I was a kid, because I was not like steadily collecting it, because we didn't have a comic book shop, or I didn't know that we had a comic book shop at the time. So I'll get a few issues here, a few issues there. And the crazy thing is when you were able to get issues from a grocery store. I know, that was crazy. I missed those days. But I ended up picking it up because I was digging into the costume of Spider-Man 2099. I loved how it ended up looking, and I still ended up loving the story. I personally will give this book a 7 out of 10. It's a good, solid book. But there is other things that could end up going with it. However, the main artist, Glenardi, and Rod Lim and all that, their Spider-Man 29 is what I prefer, because there's some of the other arts that's in the book that I was like, yeah, I'm not really feeling that as much. But I still ended up loving the story that came over with Peter David. So, like I said, a 7 out of 10 for the collection. Now that's only volume 1. They have a second volume that we have, and at some point we'll end up covering that on the channel as well. And if you're looking for Spider-Man 2099 or any other book, go to organicpricebooks.com. And if you're while shopping there and you find something you want, put it in your cart. At checkout, use the code FIFAJack to save $2 off. If you have 4 or more books in there, use the code JACKIT to save 5% off your entire order. Definitely something to solidly pick up too. And if you're liking the content, that we're putting out, like, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon to be notified whenever we come out with new videos. We're currently working to get to 1,000 subscribers, where we'll have a live giveaway, where we're going to have some books, some magic decks, a little bit of everything that's going to be going on. So let's get ourselves to 1,000 subscribers so we can end up having that special live stream. Have you read Spider-Man 2099? Let us know down in the comments down below. As always, thank you for watching, and until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.